There are some serious inconsistencies in the reporting and statements made about the March 2nd shooting of the Emmanuel Synagogue in North York, Ontario. Now, this is very important because it's not the first time that Jewish white supremacists in Canada have claimed anti-Semitic incidents that they themselves perpetrated. First, let me show you what Toronto Gestapo Department Deputy Chief Robert Johnson had to say.
Thankfully, the synagogue was closed at the time and no one was inside.
He said there was nobody inside. But the reporting tells a totally different story according to what they claim the rabbi had said. CBC's Ethan Lang reported that the rabbi said she was inside when the shots were fired. CTV's Chris Fox, Phil Sikoris, and Mike Walker also reported the rabbi as saying that she was inside when the shots were fired. Later, Toronto Star's Sadine Mohsen and Gabriel Hilty reported that congregants were inside and that Landsberg's daughter, who was inside the temple, first heard the shots. Later in the evening, the New York Times' Riley Kirk reported that Landsberg said the building lights were off and a small group remained on the property, not inside. The Canadian Jewish News' Leela Sarek simply claims that shots were fired a few hours after congregants left the celebration. No mention of anybody being inside. Finally, Global News' Isaac Callan reported that the police said an event had been held at the synagogue about 2 hours before the shooting, but had cleared before the event occurred. At the end of the Toronto Gestapo conference, a reporter did ask about Landsberg's statements.
Information. What I do know is that they had an event about 2 hours earlier and folks were cleared out of the synagogue by the time that this targeted shooting occurred. I don't have any information to say that there was anybody specific in the synagogue. A lot of these facilities do have maintenance staff and those are around, but I can't tell you if that in fact is the case here.
So Uncle Fester doesn't have any information about anybody being inside. The rabbi has said that nobody was inside, that congregants were on the property, that she was inside, and that her daughter was inside. I think it's important to also point out that none of the reporters actually provide a direct quote from the rabbi regarding who's inside or not. So somebody is lying here, and it wouldn't be the first time. It's happened numerous times in Canada where false anti-Semitic incidents have been submitted to the Gestapo. Now, municipal, provincial, and federal politicians have been using this incident and others like it to amplify this false narrative of this drastic increase in Jew hatred across Canada. Without waiting for any police investigation, they're already labeling it as a targeted anti-Semitic attack on all Jews across Canada. And undoubtedly, these false flag events are going to be used to enact more stringent laws against protesting genocide and war.